Museveni win. Hello there and welcome once again. We are coming to you live online and on air from Broadcast House here on Nile Avenue. Now, President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has met and held a discussion with the Special Envoy of the UN Secretary General for the Great Lakes region, Wang Zia, and his delegation at State House, Entebbe. The President and his guest discussed a number of issues concerning the recent developments in the region. President Museveni told the visiting envoy on the need for the East African community to unite to solve problems facing member states, especially insecurity. While giving the historical background of insecurity in the region, President Museveni noted that East Africa and Africa in general have the capacity to deal with any challenge once united. He therefore called for a combined effort towards fostering peace and security in the region. Wang Zia thanked the President for the warm welcome and his efforts towards peace and security in the region. He said he is committed to support East African community efforts towards realization of peace and security.
So, we could have achieved more. These problems are small, they are not big problems. But they are made big by the two groups, the imperialists and the traitors, the two groups. Recently, His Excellency Tshisekedi, after a long time, decided to work with us to deal with ADF, and we are dealing with it with ADF.
Okay. Thank you. President Museveni ending that report there. Now, the National Environment Management Authority, NEMA, has activated the eviction process of all unlawful encroachers on Lubigi wetlands located in Kampala and Wakiso districts. The operation, jointly carried out by both police and army, has, on the other hand, acted as an alarm to the wetland users, as we hear in this story.
Tulagidde oluvannyuma lw'okulaba nti ndowooza tubadde siro.
Tuyitiddwa mu lukiiko luno RDC nga tutegeeza nti waliyo obweraliikirivu ne President bw'aba ayita ku Northern Bypass awo yeeraliikirira olw'abantu abo abakoze eki abasenze awo.
So we really want to engage you one-on-one as a group, and we agree because we need to conserve our environment.
After 3 months since the Kampala City Commissioner Amina Lukanga alerted occupants of the Lubigi wetlands on pending eviction, the eviction has started. Early Tuesday morning, encroachers on the wetlands had a shock when a combined force of environmental police backed up by anti-riot police started the eviction.
Now Lubigi going because of the different activities that are taking place. 1, constructions. 2, settlements. 3, cultivation. All those activities have affected Lubigi. Its ecological functions have been affected. Papyrus has been replaced by eucalyptus. Papyrus has been replaced by sugarcane, and those plants are not supposed to be in wetlands. So the first step, we are first clearing all what we call foreign plants in wetlands. That's why we have removed the eucalyptus.
Minister of Water and Environment, however, warns all encroachers on wetlands.
From this one, we are moving to those, you see those buildings, those constructions which are there and are illegal. Even I have seen tax parks which are also illegal. Whatever is illegal here, we are going to remove. But we have not only come today. We started by giving what you call restoration orders. Now, a restoration order is supposed to guide someone, and we give someone 21 days so that he can leave a place where he's not supposed to be. Now, if the 21 days go and you are still there, then we come and do it for you, and you are supposed to pay.
The operation follows a presidential directive for all encroachers on wetlands to vacate and pave way for the rejuvenating of the ecosystem.
For us, we are implementing the law, and nobody is above the law. What I've told you, it is just a matter of time, and we are working according to our program. This one is going to apply to whoever is here illegally will have to leave, so long as it is a wetland. Restoring this refugee does 3 major functions. One, it filters water, dirty water. When water comes in, it filters it and removes the dirt. And down, people are drinking this water. That's one. Number 2, floods. It reduces floods. If this refugee is removed, you will see what you saw in Mbari. And for sure, I don't think even you will be happy to see that. Number 3, we are keeping, there are other animals here. We have fish, we have birds. And really, our children in Kampala want to see those birds. Let us not be selfish.
The refugee wetland mop-up exercise will stretch from areas of Busega, Masanafu, Namungona to Kawala in the coming days. Robert Onyango, UBC News, Kampala.
Robert Onyango, thank you so much for that report, and of course a very good activity there to work on that wetland. Now, the Parliamentary Committee on Commissions, Statutory Authorities and State Enterprises, COSASE, has issued fresh summons to Uganda Airlines Chief Executive Officer Jennifer Bamturaki to appear before the committee on Wednesday this week. Now, this follows Bamturaki's notification to the committee that she had an emergency meeting with the African Airlines Association Secretary General Abderrahman Berthi, who is in the country to accelerate the pace of African air transport growth on the global scene, hence coinciding with the committee sittings. We have more in this story.
I am here on behalf of the CEO, who asked me to hand deliver a letter to your office, sir.
At 10 a.m., the Parliamentary Committee on Commissions, Statutory Authority and State Enterprises had convened to meet officials from Uganda Airlines. The meeting was supposed to cross-examine officials from Uganda Airlines over audit queries raised in the Auditor General's report over mismanagement of the airline, causing losses amounting to over 500 billion shillings in a spate of 2 years.
One, you have brought that letter at 10:25. Our meeting starts at 10. And you have always come before 10, you bring the letter at 10:25.
This notwithstanding the recruitment and appointment of the airline CEO Jennifer Bamturachi. The most wanted by the committee in the audit spotlights is the Chief Executive Officer Uganda Airlines Jennifer Bamturachi and other top officials. In the letter sent to the committee, Bamturachi told the committee that she is unable to attend the meeting due to an emergency and requested to be given 3 weeks to continue with the inquiries.
Essentially request that we reschedule this session to the 2nd week of September, sir.
The last time the team was here was Thursday. The letter is talking about pre-planned engagements. The first question is why this was not communicated last week.
The letter was delivered by the Quality Assurance Manager at Uganda Airlines, Michael Kalisa. However, the committee resummoned Bamturachi and asked her to respect the summon and appear without fail.
These people made their mind on Friday or maybe even Thursday after the meeting here not to come to the COSASE meeting.
We are going to issue summons today for the CEO of Uganda Airlines to appear here tomorrow without fail.
COSASE chairperson Joel Senyonyi says all deliberate moves meant to frustrate the committee accountability roles will not yield results as long as the committee is still in line with its mandate.
All these are games you people are playing to run away from public scrutiny. That's the feeling that I get, you know, and that's why you choose to inform us right now when we are already ongoing. I now see a letter by your board chairperson saying, look, you know, we want to come, but please let the media not come.
The Auditor General's report not only pins Uganda Airlines for causing numerous losses to the taxpayer, but also for indulging in irregular procurement deals. The committee will also meet the Minister of Transport, General Katumba Wamala, this Thursday, and other officials from Ministry of Finance.
It is in that capacity that we are going to have Mr. Conwell Mulea tomorrow, and the CEO of Uganda Airlines had better show up tomorrow. And then on Thursday, we will have the Ministers of Works and Transport and the Minister of Finance.
The inquiries into the mismanagement of Uganda Airlines, according to the Auditor General's report 2020-2021, will continue tomorrow, Wednesday, with the former CEO of the Uganda Airlines, Conwell Mulea, expected to appear. Susan Naung and Gloria Gwitabinji reporting for UBC TV.
Meanwhile, Uganda Airlines has been selected to host the African Airlines Association General Assembly in 2023. The summit is expected to attract different players in the aviation sector from all over the world. Works and Transport Minister General Katumba Edward Wamala also met the Secretary General of the African Airlines Association in Entebbe, who had come to check on Uganda's readiness to host the summit. Take a watch.
Uganda, through the national carrier Uganda Airlines, will host the General Assembly of the African Airlines Association, and this comes as a boost to the country's growing aviation sector.
I think through AFRA we can guarantee the world that we have very safe skies, and through AFRA we shall also be able to address issues of unhealthy competitions between our airlines, sometimes which is counterproductive. We don't need that. We need instead to promote connectivity, linkages, working together, building systems and building partnerships as opposed to unhealthy competition. So I know AFRA will bring all that to the table, and we are really looking forward to having this. But we have talked about the poor trade within the continent. It's true.
The African Airlines Association is the trade association of all airlines on the African continent, and it was founded 54 years ago with the primary purpose of facilitating cooperation between African airlines. African Airlines Association's General Secretary Abdurrahim Bath, who was elated by the strides attained by Uganda so far in the aviation industry, highlighted the strategic objectives of the association and how Uganda can benefit.
Action, advocacy, cooperation, and also data intelligence. We have 5 strategic objectives. The first one being safety and security. The second one is to increase the visibility of African airlines in Africa. The third one being the sustainability of African airlines, cooperation and data intelligence.
During the General Assembly, players in the aviation sector also expected to revive talk on the actualization of the single African air transport market, an African Union project aimed at improving connectivity on the African continent.
African airlines have not been profitable for many years. You can count the few ones which are profitable. It is because the operating environment is high cost. And on our projects, we are trying to reduce costs for airlines or to increase revenues for our member airlines.
With the aviation sector being hit hard by the associated effects of COVID-19, lasting solutions of recovery, including partnerships to cut costs, are expected to be fronted during the assembly. Samuel Senono, UBC News in Entebbe.
Now, rationalization of government agencies, commissions, authorities and public enterprises could be delayed by the process of repealing some laws which require parliamentary consensus, since some agencies like NITAU were created by an act of Parliament. Minister for Information, Communication Technology and National Guidance, Dr. Chris Baryomunsi, says merging these institutions has already commenced with those that do not require revisiting the law.
The arrangement by government to merge agencies, parastatals and commissions with the aim of creating efficiency, rationalize payments of public servants and reduce the cost of administration has been misunderstood for creating unemployment in the country. Minister for Information Communication Technology, Dr. Chris Baryomonsi, says the Constitution gives executive authority to the President, and merging government agencies is an executive function meant to improve service delivery.
The assurance we want to give the civil servants is that this process is not aimed at purging out civil servants, no. It's just aimed at cutting costs and also improving the efficiency within government. And like I have said, it's not aimed at causing unemployment. So as many as the workers who are in these agencies will be absorbed in this rationalization process. So there should be no cause for fear. The only thing which will happen is that we shall rationalize the pay also. So some people, the pay might be adjusted to correspond or be harmonized with the pay of those they find in the ministries.
NITAU will be merged with the Ministry of ICT and National Guidance. However, merging NITAU in the Ministry of Information and National Guidance requires government to write a bill to repeal the law that put NITAU in place.
If now the same government says, no, now we want the functions and services of NITAU to be provided under the ministry, we are now going to write a bill to repeal that law. And once we concur with Parliament, NITAU will be, the act will be repealed. We shall be coming to Parliament to bring these bills in order to complete the process. Delay the whole process will be how fast or how slow Parliament handles the bills which will be tabled before it.
UNRA can also discharge its responsibility of procuring contractors under the Ministry of Works and Transport. Some of the agencies have outlived their functions and government is reorganizing them to perform better. However, the President, while meeting NRM Parliamentary Caucus members last week, emphasized only profit-making agencies will be given boards.
Please, no board where there is no money making. If it is a government parastatal making money, yes, we need a board because the government ministers don't have time to go and supervise it.
I'm Nafka Farida and Stephen Kalisia in Kampala.
Now, over 142 million Ugandan shillings has been recovered so far in the express penalty tickets default operation that started yesterday. The Kampala Metropolitan Traffic Commander Rogers Nsereko says out of 1,024 tickets issued, 1,022 were paid as others willingly walked to Central Police Station to acquire tickets so that they can pay for the penalties.
It is the second day of the express penalty ticket operation. Police in Kampala Metropolitan has recovered over 142 million shillings in the ongoing operation to catch express penalty ticket defaulters.
42,810,000. Yes, that's the money we collected yesterday. So we expect it to either remain around that much or a little bit more than that today.
The express ticket has a 28 days expiry date that attracts a 50% surcharge. Some of the defaulters requested for the tickets to have their cars cleared.
And we issued 1,024 tickets. And out of those tickets that we issued yesterday, 1,022 were paid. So, which was really good. And then we also had people who were just walking into police stations and demanding to be given their tickets. They left their cars somewhere and then came and were requesting to be given their tickets, which was also a good thing. Just here in CPS alone, 120 people came and walked in and demanded to be given their tickets.
Kampala Metropolitan Traffic Commander affirms that nobody will dodge the exercise to recover government money.
The operation is going to be on until when our drivers realize that we are serious and they start, being more responsible and more, you own up. You need to own up for your mistakes, because we issue these tickets because of the offenses you commit on the roads. Those disciplined ones don't have any tickets awarded to them.
There are several offences including overloading, invalid driving permits, with the penalty charges ranging from 20 to 200,000 shillings. Miriam Nomcha, UBC News.
MTN Kabode Super as you pay mpola for this smartphone. Make calls, update your WhatsApp status, watch YouTube, and Google anything under the sun with 2 GB worth of data every month for 7 months. Simply make a small deposit of 99k and pay the balance mpola. You can pay in daily, weekly, or even monthly installments while you enjoy your new phone. So what are you doing today? Visit any MTN shop near you and get the MTN Kabode Super easy.
Do you need data collection services, data analysis and reporting, monitoring and evaluation systems? Then contact Mold Technologies, a professional research firm that has provided many organizations with timely research solutions for over 15 years. For more information, visit www.mt.co.ug or call us on 0704 913 399 or 0782 602 963. Visit our office in Kampala at Sayuni Complex in Tinda. Mold Technologies, your professional research firm.
Enjoy more GBs for the same price on Airtel. Shareable using to Gabane. We have increased GBs across all your favorite packs. Now, 4 GB is at 10,000 shillings and 10.5 GB at 22,500 shillings, all valid for a week. For the heavy data users, enjoy 24 GB at 50,000 shillings and 50 GB at 100,000 shillings, all valid for a month. Dial *175# or use the My Airtel app to buy these and more affordable weekly and monthly data bundles on Airtel, the smartphone network.
Did you know it is mandatory to have all births registered and a birth certificate issued? Failure to do so attracts a penalty of imprisonment or a fine. It's proof of age and belonging to parents, protects and provides children with legal rights from crimes and abuse like defilement and child labor. Give your children a good future today and have their birth certificates. For more information, visit the NERA office in your area or visit our website www.nera.go.ug. This message is brought to you by NERA.
Cooking with electricity is now affordable. Cook your beans. Avoid smoke.
Sayaka. Cooking with electricity is now so affordable with the Fumba tariff set by the Electricity Regulatory Authority. With the Fumba tariff, you can now buy up to 70 units of Yaka at a reduced price of 412 Uganda shillings per unit after consuming your first 80 units of the month. For more information, contact the Electricity Regulatory Authority on 0200 506 000.
At Timex Nutrition Center, we advise you on the right foods to eat, exercise profile to adopt, and lifestyle strategies which are compatible to your blood group and genotype. This empowers your body to prevent and treat many diseases like diabetes, blood pressure, arthritis, ulcers, obesity, and many others. For more information, find us at our head office in Kampala on Nassa Road, Conrad Plaza, 2nd floor, or call 0758 819 952 or 0778 288 361. We also have other branches in Mbara and Jinja.
Meet Professor Petero. He knows something every hustler in UG is gonna love.
Oh, see. You see, I was just trying to get the documents to register for Airtel Money.
You don't need the documents. You just say to register.
What's going on here?
He sells things from the shop, and behind my back, he gets the money and gives it to his girlfriends.
But just get Airtel Money Pay so that all money comes direct to your business wallet, and only you, the owner, have access to it.
Just dial *185 *10 hash, and now you are on. No waiting. Huh? This insanity is sweet. Give them also.
I only take Airtel Money Pay. It's easy and secure.
Yes, become a safer and more efficient cash-free business today. Easy.
No mixing your business money with your Kameza money. Now, that's efficient.
Airtel Money. Instant, secure, borderless.
Welcome back from that break, and this is News Tonight here on UBC TV. Warm welcome to those of you just joining us. On sign language, it is Elizabeth Nakakoni, and I am Rukidi Edward Kiijanangoma. The government has injected more money into Postbank Uganda as a recovery fund to help struggling SMEs and agribusinesses at the lowest rate and longer repayment periods. A State Minister for Investment and Privatization, Evelyn Anite, says this is a deliberate move to revive all SMEs and agribusinesses that were affected by the COVID-19 pandemic.
During COVID, it can recover because we've put for you the Small Business Recovery Fund.
In 2020, a number of key businesses were affected by the outbreak of COVID-19. These included small and medium enterprises, agro-processing, among others. To enable the recovery of businesses, the government has put up a post-COVID recovery fund, primarily to spur agro-processing, manufacturing, and small and medium enterprises.
Those who want to do manufacturing, processing, and the maximum for you to access this money is 5 billion.
Over 500 billion credit facility will be accessed from as low as 500,000 5 billion shillings, available at Postbank at the lowest interest rate and long repayment period. During the annual general meeting for Postbank, State Minister in charge of Investment, Evelyn Anite, said the loan facility is a deliberate government initiative to boost growth of mainly agribusiness.
But we've deliberately decided to invest money through our banks, and today we're talking about Postbank having this agriculture credit facility of an interest rate of only 12%.
Agriculture being the backbone of the country, a whole budget has been earmarked towards agriculture. Although initially Postbank had been in the spotlight for corruption tendencies, Minister Anite allayed fears, saying the bank has leveraged because of the financial discipline exhibited.
Not an informal country that there was no corruption. You gave us unqualified books of account.
The board chairman, Postbank Uganda, Andrew Winyi, says the bank has also managed to leverage in different services during COVID time due to its technologies.
Naturally, for Postbank to do well during that time actually points to our resilience. Going from 10 during a non-COVID time period to 12 billion during a COVID affected period of time.
Postbank Uganda is a government-owned bank with over 50 branches, offering the lowest interest rates. Susan Naonga reporting for UBC TV.
Thanks, Susan, for that report. News just in. President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has received credentials from 6 envoys recently posted to Uganda at State House Entebbe. The president received credentials from Ambassadors Mohammad Hassan Wazir of Pakistan, Ahmed Ibrahim Ahmed Awadel Sid of Sudan, Major General retired George Agre Awino, Kenya, Ismail Ayobami Alatisi of Nigeria, Nguyen Nam Tien of Vietnam, and the new High Commissioner of the Republic of Ghana to Uganda, His Excellency Dampte Bediako Asare. Speaking at the ceremony, President Museveni welcomed the new envoys and reiterated Uganda's commitment to strengthening bilateral ties with the new envoys' respective countries. President Museveni also welcomed the new Sudan ambassador to Uganda, His Excellency Ahmed Ibrahim Ahmed Awad Seed, with whom they discussed various issues, including the economy, trade and investment between the two countries. President Museveni noted that Sudan is the second after Italy in buying Ugandan unprocessed coffee, calling on Sudan companies to partner with Uganda in investing in value addition to Ugandan coffee for the development of the two friendly countries. Ambassador Ahmed Ibrahim commended the President for his support and guidance to the President and government of Sudan. He asked for President Museveni's guidance during his tenure as he tackles trade, economy and investment as his key priority areas. While presenting his credentials, His Excellency Major General retired George Agre Awino of the Republic of Kenya discussed the recent developments in Kenya, including the recently concluded presidential elections. In a meeting with the new Nigerian High Commissioner to Uganda, His Excellency Ismail Ayobami Alatise, President Museveni called for involvement of the Wananchi in solving the Boko Haram crisis and other extremist groups, since the group targets innocent civilians and use the people to fight insecurity, since they are targets, the President advised. Ambassador Ayobami appreciated Uganda, noting that his staying here as the new High Commissioner will give him a chance to get to know more about Uganda and further strengthen the ties that exist between the two countries. President Museveni later met the new High Commissioner of the Republic of Ghana to Uganda, His Excellency Dampte Bediako Asare, with whom they discussed the rich cultural diversity and historical ties between the two countries. In a meeting with the ambassador of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam to Uganda, His Excellency Nguyen Nam Tien, President Museveni welcomed him to Uganda, noting that Uganda and Vietnam enjoy long-term relations, citing Uganda-Vietnam Solidarity Committee of the 1960s, where he was a member. Ambassador Nguyen assured the President of his country's commitment to further strengthen the long-standing relationship between the two countries. He appreciated President Museveni's leadership that has seen Uganda transform economically. Present during the ceremony was the Minister for Foreign Affairs, General Haji Abakar JJ Odongo, and other senior government officials.
To extend our bilateral cooperation in all fields. So under that policy, we have just opened 5 new missions in Africa, in Djibouti, Uganda, Rwanda, Ivory Coast and Ghana. This is the first phase, and hopefully we will engage the rest of the countries in future as well. He is the brother of the previous Prime Minister, Nawaz. 2018 he was...
President Yoweri Museveni receiving credentials of those new ambassadors accredited to Uganda by their different countries. To Arua now, where 4 people have lost their vision and have been admitted to Arua Hospital after consuming suspected poisonous CT5 waraji. The director of Arua Regional Referral Hospital, Dr. Alex Andema, told UBC that at least 18 people have been admitted with complications.
Who were admitted at Arua Regional Referral Hospital who developed health complications after consuming CT5 waraji and losing their sight.
And all the 18 were treated and they improved. However, 4 of them developed visual problems. They had problems with their sight, and what we did was to make sure that we assess all of them for their site, and then we could discharge those who did not have any other problems.
Vincent Dadria and others from Madi Okolo district and Arua city respectively are some of the people losing their vision.
There is a name written on it, City 5. From here right now I'm not seeing properly. I can see some near, some far objects not proper, and then the one will appear too.
Dr. Alex Andema, the Arua Hospital Director, explains that blindness these patients are developing may become a permanent situation.
Most likely it could be a permanent problem. You know, alcohol, it may have some methanol in it, which causes blindness actually. We are not sure whether it is methanol or not, so we would like this alcohol analyzed thoroughly so that we get to know the contents of this alcohol.
However, the death toll in Arua city has gone to 11 to add on 6 from Madi Okolo. This was confirmed by Solomon Amaga, the acting Arua city health educator.
This morning we received one case. Our cumulative death case has gone to 11.
West Nile Police spokesperson Josephine Anguchia says investigation still continues into the fate of City 5 Waraji.
We are still continuing with investigations. Yesterday, our team of investigators, together with officials of Uganda National Bureau of Standards, moved to another manufacturing place, and that is in Ragem area within Arua city. They picked a number of samples from there, which were forwarded to the government chemists for further analysis.
Joseph Honamam, UBC News in Arua city.
Deputy Prime Minister, Right Honorable Rebecca Kadaga, has assured Ugandans in Busoga region that she will foster Cabinet and Parliament to increase on the health budget to keep health centers in the villages for easy access to affordable health care services. Kadaga said this while officiating a medical eye camp organized by Ruparelia Foundation at Shuru Hind Bhavin Samal Temple in Kamuli district.
Over 4,000 people have benefited from a medical eye camp organized by Ruparelia Foundation at Shuru Hindi Bhavin Samal Temple in Kamuli district. The first Deputy Prime Minister Rebecca Kadaga opened the camp. She says there is need to boost the country's health services and at a cheap cost, since many Ugandans are in poverty.
I do not think we have sufficient number of ophthalmic services. If they are here at the headquarters, they are not there in the sub-counties. So it's an area of need. So I think we need some more specialists, because I think we have the general medical, the headache, this, malaria and so on. But I think now we need to focus a bit more on ophthalmology. And I hope that we'll be able to discuss with the Minister of Health to pay special attention to this area, because definitely this camp has taken place about 3 months ago. I organized another camp, and people were operated, but you know, it means it's bigger than we thought.
She applauds the co-founders of Ruparelia Foundation for giving the corporate social responsibility.
Thank you to Dr. Ruparelia and Mrs. Ruparelia and the family and the foundation. We have been talking about coming to Kamuli for a long time. Josna is a local girl. She was born and brought here, up here in Kamuli, just around here. So we have been talking about coming back, bring her back home. And finally it has happened. I always had to deal with it. When are we going to Kamuli? When are we going to Kamuli? But here we are. We are happy that they have come back and that they have come to support the local community.
Kadaga has also assured Ugandans in Busoga region that she will foster Cabinet and Parliament to increase on the healthy budget to equip health centers in villages. Meanwhile, the CEO of Ruparelia Foundation, Dr. Sudhir Ruparelia, pledged continuous support and promised to construct a library and a computer laboratory in Kamuli district.
You find, because maybe they fear going to hospitals or the fees are very prohibitive, you know, certain simple things like that will change somebody's life.
Of course, all the people from Kamuli, all the patients who has been eagerly waiting for this, thank you all for coming and thank you for your support, everyone.
I'd first like to thank the local leadership of Kamuli district for granting us permission and mobilizing the people. Northern Indian Cultural Association for helping organize this camp.
However, the district health officer, Liagoba Moses, encouraged Ugandans to carry out body checkups before they attain any treatment.
Government should prioritize eye treatment and care, because from what we see, from what we have seen, it is really something that, because people who operated yesterday, they came back today and they had started seeing. So this eye care and treatment brings hope to a person who has already lost hope.
Kamuli residents appreciated Parish Foundation for the medical eye camp. Natang Rebecca, UBC News.
And we do apologize for the poor quality of the video in that just ended report. Now, with few months remaining to primary leaving examinations, the Islamic schools have started their Islamic primary leaving examinations across the country. Now, the exercise is expected to last 2 days.
Muslim-leaning primary 7 pupils have begun their final examinations. This is 2 months before the national PLO exams, due to begin on 7th to 9th of November. Among the 100 Islamic schools include Hadija, Riyadh, King Fahad Islamic Primary Schools, among others. In various schools we visited, exams began at 9 a.m. in the morning. Just like the national exams, candidates were checked to avoid examinations malpractice.
Our classes here. We have strength.
At King Fahad Islamic Primary School, Busega, over 300 candidates are sitting for IPLOE.
If we are going to do PLE in P7, we sit for IPLE in P6, so that we don't pack a child with 2 exams, international exams or national exams at a go. So what happens is in P6, we do IPLE and they get done with it, so they prepare for PLE the next year, that is P7. For this year, it has been a special year because we have 2 classes. The P7s during COVID did not sit for IPLE.
The heads of religious affairs in Islamic schools encouraged parents always to take their learners to schools with strong religious foundations.
IPLE, to show that they have completed their primary level. Now they are fit to enter secondary level. Now, as they have on the secular side, their PLE, we also have that to mark the end of the primary level. Now they are fit to enter secondary level.
Joseph Oku, Salon Kasivante, UBC.
To Karamoja sub-region now, and Moroto specifically, where over 200 Jia warriors from Kotido, especially Karachuna, have walked to Moroto to reconcile with the Madeniko of Moroto district following constant raids by the Jia warriors. In the meeting held at Lokisile village, the pastoralists agreed on joint grazing following their stolen livestock, and have also agreed to recover guns without involving security forces.
Of the clans living in the 9 districts of Karamoja sub-region, the Jai from Kotido district are always blamed for causing insecurity in the region. Their raids caused loss of lives and displacement of people. Now over 200 Jai warriors walked from Kotido and met with the Matheniko from Moroto and the Turkana from Kenya.
Calling me that they are coming towards the Matheniko kraals and the Turkana. We have come for peace. Can you talk to your people to allow us come to talk to them? The meeting is very fruitful because the meeting was held by the boys, really Karachuna, who have been fighting, who have been stealing, raiding people's cows and also stealing or killing people. So
normally community meetings that are initiated by the community are the most strong meetings compared to the meetings that are initiated by the leaders themselves. That is a sign that these community members have felt the pain of insecurity. By the time they rise up to mobilize themselves to come into peace, it means that they have felt the pain. And this is good for us. It's
all clans admitted for causing insecurity in the region, while the Matheniko and Turkana blamed the Jai for raiding livestock.
They are appreciative of the government. The government is doing a lot to Karamoja. That's according to the Karachunas themselves. They are appreciating the president for all the initiatives, for all the projects that has been bring to Karamoja. All that have all agreed that it is the Karamoja themselves that are returning back the region down.
This voluntarily honorable guns. The younger people, the Karachunas, have been given 15 goats and 26 sheep.
The meeting was characterized by messages of peace.
When they have come themselves like this to have peace, it's a good initiative that we believe in this short time, from tomorrow up to date, since they have agreed and they have promised us leaders that they will be having peace and they will have their kraals together.
Mix their kraals. They don't want again to hear that these are the G cows, these are Turkana cows, these are Matheniko cows. So they are saying they have already sent a team in the morning to...
I think this is the beginning of peace coming to Karamoja. And this is part of the initiative that supports the government initiative, especially in disarmament. It means that at one point they will surrender all the guns to government.
However, the 3rd Division spokesperson Isaac Oware says the force will guide the locals to observe security in the region.
That no soldier again can be able to follow their own animals. It is them to follow their own animals.
Or the person they say has a gun, we need to continue talking to those people so that they bring their guns peacefully without force.
Assess and guide accordingly in terms of operational matters.
Insecurity in Karamoja is caused by the spirit of revenge among the clans in Karamoja. Although there is reconciliation, sometimes it is short-lived.
Minutes to 9 in the studios of UBC TV. We'll take yet another short break and return with the latest in business.
My name is Nyamgisha Abigail Lillian. I'm a malaria champion. The mosquito transmits a parasite that has caused a lot of harm to us. It is the cause of malaria that has killed many Ugandans and contributed to poverty. I appeal to families to prevent mosquito bites, close windows early, spray houses against mosquitoes, use mosquito repellents, sleep under long-lasting mosquito nets, and prevent mosquito breeding areas around. Together, we can achieve a malaria-free Uganda.
This message is brought to you by Ministry of Health and National Medical Stores.
Uganda Landowners Association welcomes you to the Land Use Exhibition, the first of its kind in Uganda. Do you want to learn how to use and earn from your land, or you need information on how to manage your land? Come and be part of this exhibition, which will start from the 31st of August to the 1st of September at Umasho Grounds, Nakawa Multipurpose Hall. Don't miss a session which will tackle land matters in board discussions at only 5,000 shillings. Small and large scale business owners, you're invited to showcase your commodities. To be part of this exhibition, call 0701 111 401 or 0772 446 507. The Land Use Exhibition is organized by the Uganda Landowners Association, sponsored by Uganda Broadcasting Corporation, UBC.
Fortissimo! Get the 4G smartphone of your dreams today and pay as you use. Choose from the Tecno Pop 5 Pro, Tecno Pova Neo, Samsung A03 Core or Nokia C10 and pay conveniently in daily, weekly and monthly installments for a period of a year using Airtel Money. You will also enjoy free 3GB and 100% bonus data on weekly and monthly bundles every month for 3 months. Visit any D-Lite shop or select Airtel Money branches countrywide and get one today. Terms and conditions apply. Airtel, the smartphone net.
Do you need data collection services, data analysis and reporting, monitoring and evaluation systems? Then contact Multi Technologies, a professional research firm that has provided many organizations with timely research solutions for over 15 years. For more information, visit www.mt.co.ug or call us on 0704 913 399 or 0782 602 963. Visit our office in Kampala at Sayuni Complex in Tinda. Multi Technologies, your professional research firm.
At Timex Nutrition Center, we advise you on the right foods to eat, exercise profile to adopt and lifestyle strategies which are compatible to your blood group and genotype. This empowers your body to prevent and treat many diseases like diabetes, blood pressure, arthritis, ulcers, obesity and many others. For more information, find us at our head office in Kampala on Nassa Road, Conrad Plaza, 2nd floor or call 0758 819 952 or 0778 288 361. We also have other branches in Bara and Jinja.
Forget last season. Forget the oohs and the ahs. Forget every moment that stole the show. Because the real show is here on GoTV. It's the new season. It's action-packed and it's going to be non-stop football. With over 1,000 games from more than 7 leagues and cup competitions plus a World Cup. Make sure you get the best seat in the house this new football season. Get a GoCoder with 1 month of GoTV value for only 25,000 Uganda shillings and enjoy non-stop football. GoTV Uganda. Love it.
Welcome back from that break, and this is News Tonight here on UBC TV. Let's have now the latest in business. Government has revisited its position on the disbursement of funds meant for the parish development model in the current financial year. State Minister for Planning, Amos Lugolobi, says the 100 million shillings per parish will now be disbursed in quarterly system, with each parish receiving 25 million shillings. And as we hear from Daniel Mogoya, in the new arrangement, the funds will be sent directly to the beneficiary SACCOs, unlike the prior arrangement where the funds had to be sent to the Chief Administrative Officer.
Changes in the implementation of the parish development model, which was introduced to spur economic growth of the country through lifting respective parishes. To date, 8,333 SACCOs have been registered and qualified to benefit from the PDM project. State Minister for Finance Amos Lugolobi wants the parishes which have not initiated SACCOs to act accordingly.
Previously, last financial year, the money was appropriated to the districts. This time, the money was appropriated to the Ministry of Finance for onward transmission to the individual SACCOs. And perhaps this is why you see so much money under Ministry of Finance. Not our money, it's money for the SACCOs.
The registered SACCOs were meant to benefit from the first allotment, equivalent to 17.5 million for each parish in the financial year 2021-2022. However, this was not fully implemented since some SACCOs never received a penny, yet others received less than a quarter of the 17.5 million shillings. Minister Lugolobi says government is in advanced stages of securing a supplementary to the tunes of 112 billion to clear the mess.
The difference between what they received and the 17 million shillings is what we are yet to release. Unfortunately, this money was not appropriated. So in other words, it means that we have to come back here for a supplementary.
In the current financial year 2022-2023, government opted to distribute 100 million shillings to each parish, but in two phases, targeting July and January. However, due to unforeseen conditions, government will utilize the quarterly system.
For many months, Ugandans have been promised that they are going to get 100 millions. But then they are promising to deliver bits and bits, yet Ugandans had already prepared themselves. We are in season. People want to do agriculture. People are prepared for that money.
Should we proceed, or should we wait until when we get all the 10,594 parishes fully established? We are able to provide 25 million shillings per parish.
As Uganda Bureau of Statistics advances its process of securing baseline data of parishes, government says this will not stop them from continuing with the implementation of PDM program with the available information at district level.
Daniel Mugoya reporting there. Now, Uganda Electricity Transmission Company Board has toured the Mutundwe Entebbe 132 kilovolts transmission line and associated substations for a status check on its implementation. When complete, the double circuit line that stretches from Mutundwe to Entebbe, which is approximately 29 kilometers, will stabilize power supply to the rapidly growing Entebbe municipality. Dennis Goa reports.
The ongoing project with the December 2022 completion timeframe will provide transmission capacity to supply reliable and quality power to Entebbe town and its environs. This project was scheduled to be completed in February 2020 but wasn't possible due to the right-of-way acquisition challenges and delayed commencement of the works by the contractor. Other challenges included the COVID-19 pandemic disruptions and the redesigning of the transmission line due to the depth of the Nabingirwa swamp.
The redesign to accommodate the challenges we faced in this Nabingirwa swamp, which presented a depth of more than 20 meters, was approximately $1.5 million as an extra from the original amount of $11 million US.
It has got its challenges, and we wanted to see firsthand so that we are able to guide management on the way forward, and they can also advise us on what it is that they are doing.
With the intervention of the new board of Uganda Electricity Transmission Company, Uganda Electricity Transmission Company Limited management is optimistic of a quick resolution on matters pertaining to compensation of the project affected persons.
The reports are before some of the agencies, so we have to get them and disclose to them and go ahead and pay. The other challenge that we've had and that we are going to address is to do with the importation of the equipment that is remaining.
The project had 1,053 PAPs, and so far 866 have been fully compensated, whereas 187 are still pending due to legal disputes. Dennis Igoa and Juman Samba for UBC News.
On sports news now, and in our local sports roundup, we focus on the impact of the FUFA drum tournament that had taken 2 years due to COVID-19 pandemic, and it hadn't been hosted during those 2 years. And we're also going to look at the national handball team that is unfortunately likely to miss out on the African tournament due to lack of fans.
Uganda Football Association has affirmed that the FUFA drum tournament round of 16 was a success. This comes after the huge turn-up of spectators in different regions for the games. The FIFA Drum tournament that is sponsored by Now Breweries had been halted for 2 years after the effects of COVID-19, and since its return, competition has been stiff. So far, Bugisu region, Lango, Teso, Toro are some of the regions that have progressed to the quarterfinals. FIFA introduced the drum football tournament aimed at taking the game to the masses based on provinces in Uganda. The games are played between 16 provinces of Uganda, and it is run based on the FIFA competition regulations. Meanwhile, the national handball team is likely to miss the Africa Youth Handball Tournament due to lack of funds. The games set for the 30th of this month in Kigali, Rwanda, will host the best handball teams in Africa.
Like, we had to qualify. We qualified when we were in Algiers, and our team qualified in the zone. So that's why we are in AFCON in Rwanda. And if we don't take part, the fact that we qualified, if we don't take part, we pay 50,000 euros as fine. And yet, going to participate does not even cost us 20,000 euros.
Regardless of limited funds, the team continues to train with hope.
The coaches and the players were only preparing to play. For us, we are getting ready to represent the country and also perform. We are not going to participate, but to compete, and we want to meet the target of qualifying for World Championship.
Time has not been that long, but we had a fixed program, nationals, then the league was going on. So we had like, this is a second week around. But I think we have done a lot because playing in a league has helped us gain some experience. And also the nationals in Lira also helped us a lot.
Uganda is in the same group with Libya, Congo and Morocco. This will be the first time Uganda is competing in the Africa Handball Youth Games.
And we do hope the funds will be availed so that our team can travel to Kigali to take part in that tournament. Manchester United secured its first 3 points of the season with a crucial win against fierce rivals Liverpool FC. The game at Old Trafford saw hosts secure the 2 goals thanks to Jadon Sancho and Marcus Rashford. Mohamed Salah pulled one back for the visitors. Now here are the best highlights of the game.
First blood, and it was just too easy really. And 15 minutes in, Manchester United have the lead. Robertson's corner then, spun in. Is this the assist? He almost got on the line, and it's a claim forehand ball that will be looked at surely, but Harvey Elliott who spins one goalwards. How did it stay out of the back of the Manchester United net? Route one for Diaz. Liverpool will be considering the change. We're lining up in the middle here. Manchester United, Varane with the time, Rashford with the effort. It was a smart effort as well, and he had to be down smartly to his left-hand side. Alisson Becker, and in! They've kept knocking on the door, Liverpool. They've not had any fortune really tonight, but Mo Salah.
One thing I'm sure of, Manchester United fans can now breathe, and they believe that maybe their team has finally woken up. And that's all we had time for. Thank you so much for having kept us company. On sign language, it has been Elizabeth Nakakoni, and I am Rukidi Edward Kiijanangoma. But remember that our second and final bulletin comes your way at 10 p.m. But for now, I'll leave you with Kutesa Mili with the weather forecast for tomorrow. Kutesa.
For tuning on UBC, my name is Tessa Mili with your weather update. We are having a reduction in wet activities, more especially in the central and southern part of our country, but the northern part of our country is still experiencing light isolated thunder showers. This is due to the ridging over the tip of South Africa that is pushing the rainbow to far northwestern of our country, bring us the rains that we are having in the northwestern of our regions. Though, despite the fact of that, we still have moist winds that are blowing from Indian Ocean towards our country in combination with local effects like Victoria is the rainfall that we're having lately. Tomorrow morning, though, we expect to wake up with light showers in the central part of our country, most especially in Kampala and Masaka, but the rest of the central is expected to have sunny intervals. The eastern part of our country is expected to have sunny intervals, apart from Salty with light showers, and the western part of our country is still expected to have sunny intervals, apart from Masindi with light showers, apart from the northern part of our region, we are seeing most parts of it having light or those thunder showers, apart from Kochido. After an hour, though, we expect a pickup of light thunder showers in Nakasongola at a maximum 28 degrees Celsius, and sunny intervals most parts of the country at a 27 degrees maximum across our capital city, Kampala. And the eastern part of our country is expected to have a high of 30 degrees Celsius across Tororo with light isolated showers, and the western part of our country is expected to have a maximum of 30 degrees Celsius across Kasese with sunny intervals, and 28 across Masindi with light isolated thunder showers. Northern part of our country is expected to have light isolated thunder showers at a maximum 30 degrees Celsius. It's moving out of Uganda, touring the few cities across the globe we have for you. Like London is expected to have sunny intervals, Cairo with sunny conditions in combination with New York at a maximum of 41 degrees Celsius across Cairo, and a neighborhood of Nairobi with sunny intervals at a maximum of 26 degrees Celsius. Thanks for tuning on UBC. My name is Tessa Millie. Stay tuned and see you tomorrow.
The board, management and staff of Uganda Security Printing Company Limited, together with the family, with deep sorrow announced the untimely death of their board member, Honorable Jessica Rio, that occurred in Texas, USA, on 12 August 2022. Burial arrangements are as follows. On Tuesday 23rd August 2022, the body will arrive from the USA, and on Wednesday 24th August 2022, there will be a requiem mass at Our Lady of Africa Church in Mbeya at 10 a.m. and thereafter a requiem mass at 3 p.m. at St. Gonzaga Gonza Church on Chireka Kamuri Road, and vigil at her home opposite Mawanda Royal Gardens. Thursday 24th August 2022, the body will be taken to Ajumani. And on Saturday 27th August 2022, burial at Ajumani Mbagwere village starting at 9 a.m. Informed are Office of the Presidency, Speaker of Parliament, the East African Secretariat, relatives and friends. May her soul rest in eternal peace.
Deeper conversation.
How many teachers in Uganda did you consult? But there's a mistake we are making. Which is good?
Which is good?
Which is good?
Which is good?
We went to this school, we ran it to Western, we ran it to Northern, we ran, then you come. Isn't that an achievement?
Objective and non-partisan.
Honorable Minister, there were a number of points. I want to start with you.
Straight from the hearts of open-minded men and women.
Money tends to move faster at night. So when people are not counting,
don't take it for granted.
Candid and authentic.
Because Uganda is not Thailand.
That's not correct, and we should stop that kind of mentality.
So
what I'm saying
that's
is
a trick question. Don't answer.
I'm not getting into that. I'm not getting into that.
Tell him you speak low.
I think that's where we are beginning to have a problem.
I think what is going to kill the parish model are all the misconceptions on how it's supposed to run.
I know that the Prime Minister is listening.
Behind the headlines.
Charles, let us agree. We liberalized the economy. We are several nations put it together. Why don't you appreciate that? What if it fails?
I'm happy to
answer. And he's a good lawyer because Amin is not in the power.
The Parish Development Committee is functional. It is there. That there is a parish chief, that the beneficiary is doing.
So we look at expenditure, we don't look at revenue, and that is the challenge we are giving them from Minister of Finance.
Your fountain of new knowledge, flowing into the mass body of knowledge.
First get the knowledge of Bukedia, how they want to be modernized.
Every Wednesday, 10 p.m. on your public broadcaster.
You return money to the treasury, which is meant for the people.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
we are bringing you a brand new show, Teens Crown, right here at UBC. We bring to you the youth gigs where we tell you what the youth do, be it at your school, be it at your campus. Are you a youth out there that enjoys hanging out? Well, we shall be reaching out to your campuses, bringing glam to the events at your campuses. Is it a bazaar? Is it a prom? We shall bring to you all that on our show. Be showcasing the government youth skilling and empowerment projects during the show. This show will be brought to you by I myself, Judy Bellier on UBC. Watch out for us.
It's that time of the year again when Rotary is changing power. In 1905, Paul Harris thought of this very exciting institution called Rotary. Presidents, incoming presidents, does your family know what you do in Rotary? Does the country, Uganda, the district understand what you're doing in the different communities you work in? The Rotary moment is here to showcase what you have done throughout the year. Your projects, your installation. President-elects, get in touch with the Rotary moment so that we can showcase, show your installation, get to know what you're doing. Your host, Karamoja Kakoza, waiting for your call.
The Rotary Moments Show. We bring you and Rotary closer.
This is CGTN, China Global Television Network.
When we first started looking at giraffes, we thought they were everywhere. But they've gone extinct in at least 7 African countries in the last 100 years.
Giraffe numbers continue to decline in the wild, and only 10% of their historical range remains.
We can see the giraffes there.
A team of conservationists, led by Dr. Julian Fennessy, commit to save Africa's giraffe before it's too late.